Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for driving with Miss Daisy. This is new, so I can't tell if anybody's even watching. But it's Mark from Mark Vlogs Watches. Let me close the ceiling, because I'm getting all kinds of glare and I don't know where it's coming from. Yeah. So I just noticed this new feature on. See if I can manage to fuck around with the car and not kill myself. Wouldn't that be awesome if I killed myself live on YouTube? I wonder if I would still get Google revenue for that. And is anybody watching? I can't even fucking tell. Anyway, I'm driving along and I'm pondering a horological conundrum, a dilemma, a problem, as it were. And I was just trying to figure something out, and I thought, well, let me check something on YouTube, and that's when I saw this live feature. So here we are. Let me tell you what's come across my mind, and that is, I'm wearing quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the shitter of all shitters, the shitty. I mean, what is it? What was Tony Soprano was the capo de tutti capi. This is the shitter de tutti shitters. The shitterini, the shittrazini, I don't know, we got to come up with something better than shitter. This is my G-Shock, and it's like a shitter with a cherry on top. And I wear it when I'm working. But I was just pondering a couple things. Number one, I don't want to wear a shitter when I'm not working, and I'm not working now. So why am I wearing this crappy watch, this quartz shitter? Because I have the Rolex GMT is at home right now. We'll talk about that again in a second too. But anyway, there's 5 of you. That's nice. This is good. I see now I can tell what's going on. There's 5 of you. So welcome. 7. Well, welcome, guys. Anyway, so I'm wearing the piece of shit after work because I forgot to change watches. That is the danger in wearing a shitter. The danger in wearing a shitter is I should have worn the unit time. The unit time is in the bank, and this is part of the problem. We're going to talk about this in a second. But yes, I should have. So I'm wearing this crappy watch because it's, I finished work a couple hours ago, and I just basically forgot, to change out of my shitter and into the GMT, which is the only box in the watch winder at home right now. Right? So I was going to go on a trip and I didn't go. So when in preparation for the trip, I was going to bring only 2 watches, my shitter and the GMT. That was all I needed. So everything went away into the bank. And so I thought when the trip got canceled, then I thought, okay, I'm going to stay home. I need to go to the bank and stock back up on watches. I thought, well, wait a minute, hold on. Let me just wear the shitter when I'm working. And this Rolex GMT, which I like that watch, but I rarely wear it. So I thought, what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this my only decent watch, and therefore I'll wear it. And that'll just force me to fall in love with it again. Just give me a chance to fall in love with the damn thing again. Boy, this lighting is for shit. Remind me never to drive west when I'm live on YouTube. I can only drive east. Anyway, but the problem, of course, has become that I forgot to pull it out of the, I forgot to put it on. So I'm going to go put it on now. But what I was just thinking about was I was missing the deep sea, the James Cameron. I was just having this moment where I was looking at my watch and thinking there was an intersection I just passed a moment ago, and if I would have made a right instead of going straight, I could have gotten to the bank. And if I got to the bank, could I have gotten there in time before it closes in 5 minutes to grab my deep sea out of the bank box? And the answer is probably I could have. Fuck. But I wavered, and before I knew it, I was passed through the intersection, because that bank box is full of watches. And now that I can do live on YouTube, maybe I'll bring you there with me one day and just kind of paw through the collection. Of course, the people in the bank are going to hear talking coming out of the vault, and that might get a little weird. So I might need to let them know ahead of time. I am not being held hostage. I do not have a gun. Or can I even say that in a bank? It's probably just as bad to say I do not have a gun in a bank as to say I do have a gun. I don't know. Anyway, this is the shit that lives upstairs in this scary place that is called Mark Vlogs Watches. So anyway, I'm wrestling a little bit with being, a one shitter, one good watch guy, which is what I am right now. And I'm thinking I gotta pull more watches out. But if I do that, then I'm probably not gonna wear that GMT. So, and I wanna wear that GMT, and I wanna fall in love with it a little bit again. So this is the rub. Anyway, I made a video not long ago, like maybe only 2 weeks ago, called 5 Things I Hate About the Rolex GMT. Because there are a few things that I don't love about that watch. And that video is getting a crazy number of views, like 12,000 in 2 weeks, like a lot of views. But I need to make the other half of that video, which is 5 things I love about the Rolex GMT. So I kind of got my list together, and I want to keep that watch home till I, shoot that video. And, ultimately, I think maybe I need to discipline myself to shoot that video before I go get any other watch out of the bank. Because here's the problem with the GMT. It's 40 millimeter. And most of you guys know, if you follow my channel at all, that 40 millimeters feels kind of small to me. Like, I wish I loved Breitling as much as I love Rolex. And that's really, talk about another psychological problem. I'm in love with Breitling size, and I'm in love with Rolex refinement and quality. Is that a motherfucker? That right there, that's a motherfucker right there. I'm going to repeat this so that those of you, if any of you are psychiatrists, you can name the syndrome. You can call it Goldberg syndrome. And I pity the fool who gets it, because there's no fucking pill, okay? But here's the thing. I'm in love with Breitling size and Rolex refinement and branding and quality. And they don't go together, Now, if you're a real Breitling guy, you'll say, hey, fuck you, you Rolex-centric pig. My Breitling is just as good as your Rolex. Here's the short answer. No, it's not. Your Breitling is not as good as my Rolex, and I know this because I have Breitling, and I love my Breitling. I do, But listen, Rolex is Muhammad Ali. Breitling is Joe Frazier. Okay? You want me to say that again? Breitling is Muhammad Ali. He stings like a bee, he dances like a butterfly, stings like a bee. He's too beautiful to hit. And then, Breitling is Joe Frazier. He's big, he's ugly, he's powerful, he's a motherfucker, and he will fuck you up. He's a really, professional boxer. But anyway, I'm probably giving away my age. Hector Macho Camacho, I don't know, who the fucking guy's that? It's probably not even boxing anymore. If you're watching me and you're under 50, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you're an old fart like me, you probably do. I'm going to make the turn. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. This guy's going, fuck you. I got a Porsche, motherfucker. 400 horsepower. We can get across the intersection before you've even pissed in your pants that you're going to hit me. Anyway, yeah. So I didn't go to the bank. I'm going to go home. I'm just turned onto my street. If you want to stalk me, this is where you'd be going. And what am I going to do? I'm going to take off this shitter, and I'm going to put on the Rolex GMT, and then I'm going to do weird things to it. And by weird things, like calm down, I'm not going to watch, I'm not going to watch babysitter porn and stroke my GMT. No, I'm not going to do that. But I will take the flashlight that is right next to my chair, and every hour or so I will hit my Rolex with my GMT. I'll hit it with 10,000 lumens to light it up. Am I the only crazy person who sits around with a flashlight and makes sure the watch stays loomed while you're watching Netflix? It's probably just me. Here we are, we're home. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this little rant. It was me just trying to decide. Oh, look, there I am. The lighting got better. Really, it was me. I'm going to turn off the car. I'll talk to you for a minute. The problem was, it was me trying to decide, first of all, I left the shitter on. I mean, doesn't this look like a clown car? Like this watch, it looks like a clown watch. Like the dial should pop off of it and bunches of little... Sir Parker III, are you Jewish? Sir Parker III, yeah, what kind of fucking question are you asking a dude named Goldberg if he's Jewish? Fuck you! Would you like to see my circumcision? I'm going to show you am I Jewish? Of course I'm Jewish. I'm talking with I've got a prominent schnoz. I'm talking with my hands. I'm filthy rich driving a Porsche and talking about Rolex, and Sir Parker, who's not even kosher, wants to know are you fucking kidding? Sir Parker III, what kind of Jew are you? I don't even believe you. If Sir Porker, if you are a Jew, I want you to define the following word in 15 seconds. You don't have time to look it up. Ready? Tefillin. Tefillin. And if you don't know that one, kvelling. Kvelling. Quick. 10, 9. Hurry up. Tefillin or kvelling? What are they? One or the other will have me believing that you're a Jew. John thinks that's funny. Come on, Porker, let's go. I don't think you're typing fast enough. He's Googling it right the fuck now. Googling. He's Googling. I wasn't raised Jewish because my father converted. Your father converted to Christianity? You know what that makes you? That makes you, I don't know, by race only? Oh, basically, Sir Porker, let me explain this to you. No. See, I'm not buying that. Because in Hitler's Germany, you're dead. Okay? In Hitler's Germany, you're dead. In Saudi Arabia, you're dead. In the Madras, in Islamabad, with all due respect to some of my very lovely Pakistani friends, you're dead. So let me explain to you, there is no such thing as a Jew by Christianity. All right? Anyway. Yeah. Do you know what you call a Messianic Jew? A Christian. This is not Jewish. If you have one of these, and if they cut a half an inch off of you on your 7th day of life, if you don't got the little extra schnuckles that you can, like the chewing gum on the end of yours, you're a Jew. Anyway, so I'm going to go home. I'm going to go into the house. And, what am I going to do? I'm going to take this ridiculous colored watch. The 8th day, John? Who the fuck knew? It's the 8th day. I thought it was the 7th day. I guess not on the 7th day, because like on the 7th day we rested. I don't know. Porker. I was giving you a hard time, but I got to tell you, I'm a really bad Jew. I'm the kind of Jew who eats. Listen, my theory is bacon. Bacon is proof that there is a living God who loves us. That's, and the human knee, that particular joint, is proof that God has a sense of humor. So this is a little bit my theory of life. But yes, it's loud, it's obnoxious, it's awful. I made a video about it, by the way, called Mark's Shitter, the G-Shock. It's my newest video, so take a look if you haven't seen it. But really my problem is that I'm going to go put on the GMT, which I'm trying to fall in love with again, even though, thank you, Mike, you're like my mother, you watch all my videos. But I got to, and Mike, you know what? Why aren't you this nice on Facebook? Why are you a dick to me on Facebook? You're nice to me here, on YouTube. You're like an asshole to me on Facebook. Yeah, you lol. But I know in 10 seconds you'll be on Facebook going, fuck you, Goldberg, asshole. Anyway, I'm making a concerted effort to leave my James Cameron Deep Sea Dweller. It's a big fucking watch. I'm making a concerted effort to leave it in the bank. I don't want it at home right now, because if I take it home, here's what's going to happen. Syed Hossein, have you not been paying? There's a review. There's a whole unboxing of it. Did you see the unboxing video? It's kind of a semi-review. It probably should do a proper review. You're right. Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. But there's an unboxing of that video on my channel. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fall in love with the 40 millimeter Rolex GMT, so that, hello from Texas. You really have a Texas name there, Ibrahim. Yeehaw, motherfucker. Well, Goldberg, am I Jewish? Somebody just asked me if we're talking about the origin of names, my friend. Short, it was like 8 minutes, which in YouTube is an eternity. That's another weird thing. You rattle on for like 12 minutes on YouTube and people say, it's too fucking long, I won't watch it. Which I understand, because when I watch other people on YouTube, if it's over 5 minutes, I don't think I'm going to manage to, get through it. But let me finish a thought. I'm going to stop, I'm like covering the comment section because I'm like responding to this shit. You're throwing me off my game here, people. There's an agenda. The James Cameron edition is as close to a Breitling as you can get in a Rolex. It's like big, it's brawny, it's thick, it's a motherfucker, just like me. Big, brawny, and thick. Sorry, that's probably TMI. Anyway, I amuse myself sometimes. I'm glad you're here with me, though. But I want to fall in love with the 40 millimeter size again, because all the really cool Rolex sports watches in steel are 40 millimeters, like my GMT, like the Sub, the Sea Dweller, not the Deep Sea, but the Sea Dweller. There's like a whole range of really nice Rolex watches, a couple of which I have in 40 millimeter in Rolex in steel. And the problem is that I think they all are like, it's like, it's like when you get out, it's like shrinkage, like the Seinfeld thing. It's like, you get out of the swimming pool, you take your suit off, you look down at your cock and your balls and you can't find them, because there's shrinkage. Can I review my Jew cock? Sir Parker III, there is a website for that, but it's not on YouTube. I think it's called, anal tube. That's what you are. You're an anal tube. Oh my God. Yeah, maybe this whole interactive maybe the whole interactive thing is not the good thing. And I'm like, you feel the same about your James Cameron? Yeah, but like, don't you have to force yourself to wear the little guys? And and they never felt like little guys until you started wearing the James Cameron, which you got, by the way, because I jazzed you into it. So you're welcome. I think if I'm remembering correctly, you're the guy who got it because I told you to. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I want to go into the house. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Thank you for having a sense of humor. That's like thanking me for having hemorrhoids. It's like, it just is, you can't thank me for having it. It's got me thrown out of many a classroom in my life. And, it's paying off for me in dozens of YouTube subscriptions. I am the international YouTube celebrity with like 14 followers. So, yeah. Okay. Love you. Thank you for being with me. And let's do this shit again. And next time we do this, I'm going to probably be in the shower or on the toilet. There's a little button in the upper right-hand corner. It's called finish. I'm going to push it. I'm really doing it. Here we go.